Hello, everybody, and thank you for coming to another nature story time this week. This week is going to kick off a series of nature story times where we will be talking all about water. So we've been thinking about water a lot lately at Happy Dancing Turtle for a couple different reasons. But water is a super important resource. We need it to live, plants and animals need it to live, and it's part of our responsibility to make sure that we're taking care of the water on the planet. And it's not becoming polluted or harmed by anything that we're doing. So that's part of our jobs. And we'll talk more about that today. But water, like I said, is super important for plants, animals, for us. We are mostly made up of water. We need water to grow plants and to grow food. We need water to clean and do chores and clean ourselves. We use water in recreation, so for fun, things like swimming or boating. And we use water to make almost everything we have in the manufacturing process, from jeans and clothing to things like smartphones and cars. So water's a really important part of our lives, but it's also just a really important part of the planet. And the planet has a very cool water cycle that helps us recycle water and be able to use it over and over and over again. But the planet can't do that if we're making the water really dirty and polluted. So we have to help out and do our part too. So our story today is going to talk about what we can do to protect water. But like I mentioned, we've been thinking a lot about water lately. If you're in our Pine River area up in the Northern Lakes area of the state, the campus, the Happy Dancing Turtle campus, is actually hosting something called We Are Water Minnesota. And that's a traveling exhibit. It was made through a collaboration between the Minnesota Humanities Center and the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency. So this is an exhibit that travels around and it explores the science, history, different stories, cultural aspects, and relationships of water. So there's a bunch of cool stuff to see on the Happy Dancing Turtle campus right now, so you can head over there. If you're in the Driftless region, maybe you've been thinking a lot about water with me recently, because of all the flooding down here, right? A lot of the communities along the Mississippi River that goes through the Driftless region are experiencing some pretty bad flooding right now. A lot of times when we see flooding like this, we also see that water's picking up a lot of garbage and pollution as it goes. So I've been thinking a lot about what our responsibility is to keep that water clean. I know I've been picking up a lot of garbage lately. And I hope you will join me in that effort too when the water goes down a little and it's safe to go out near our river again. So our story today is going to talk about our responsibility to take care of our water. Let's get started. So our story today is called We Are Water Protectors. It was written by Carole Linstrom and illustrated by Michaela Gold. And I just want to read the inside that kind of gives you the background for this story. It says it was inspired by the many indigenous-led movements across North America. This bold and lyrical picture book issues an urgent rallying cry to safeguard the Earth's water from harm and corruption. So there have been a lot of companies who want to develop oil pipelines, and a lot of people are afraid that those pipelines might leak and pollute our water resources, which are really, really important. So people have been kind of arguing about what's more important. Do we need the oil more, or do we need to make sure that our water is protected? We are water protectors. Water is the first medicine, Nokomis told me. Does anybody know what Nokomis means? It's the Ojibwe word for grandmother. We come from water. It nourished us inside our mother's body, and it nourishes us here on Mother Earth. Water is sacred, she said. So water is very, very important to all living things, humans included. We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. The river's rhythm runs through my veins, runs through my people's veins. My people talk of a black snake that will destroy the land. So that black snake is the oil pipeline. spoil the water, poison plants and animals, wreck everything in its path. When my people first spoke of the black snake, they foretold that it wouldn't come for many, many years. Now, the black snake is here. Its venom burns the land, courses through the water, making it unfit to drink. Take courage! I must keep the black snake away from my village's water. I must rally my people together. So she's standing up for what she believes in, for her people. To stand for the water, to stand for the land, to stand as one against the black snake. We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. It will not be easy. We fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, the winged ones, the crawling ones, right? Because all life depends on water, but not all life has a voice to use to fight for what it needs. At least not a voice we can understand very well. The four-legged, the two-legged, the plants, trees, rivers, lakes. The earth. We are all related. Tears like waterfalls stream down, tracks down my face, tracks down my people's face. Water has its own spirit, Nokomis told me. Water is alive. Water remembers our ancestors who came before us, she said. We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. We are stewards of the earth. Our spirits have not been broken. We are water protectors. We stand. The black snake is in for the fight of its life. This is more on the water protectors. Let's read just a little bit more about it. In Ojibwe culture, women are the protectors of the water and men are the protectors of the fire. Perhaps it is more for that reason that I felt compelled to speak for water through this story. Humans have been mistreating Mother Earth for millennia, and indigenous peoples have long acted as stewards of the planet, giving a voice to our silent home. There is Anishinaabe prophecy that speaks of two roads. One road is a natural path. It leads to global peace and unity that embraces the sacred relationship between humanity and all living things. On this path, all orders of creation, mineral, plant, animal, and human, are relatives deserving of respect and care. We are instructed to use our voices to speak for those who have not been given a voice. On this path, there is no black snake. The earth is not damaged, and the grass grows lush and green. This prophecy, known as the Seven Fires prophecy, says that if humans choose the natural path, then we will proceed towards peace and unity and a healthy Mother Earth. The other road is described as a hard-surfaced highway where everything moves faster and faster at an unimaginable speed. On this path, humans embrace technology advancement with little regard for Mother Earth. Many native nations believe this path is symbolized by the oil pipelines, the black snakes that crisscross our lands, bringing destruction and harm. This path leads to a damaged Earth. The prophecy is coming to life right before our eyes. This book was created as I became increasingly aware of the many tribal nations that are fighting oil pipelines from crossing their tribal lands and waterways. In April 2016, the Standing Rock Sioux tribe stood up against the titans of industry to protect their region's water and sacred burial grounds from one of these oil pipelines, the Dakota Access Pipeline. Although the tribes and residents are often told that these pipelines are safe,
There are countless oil leaks every year across the world. These leaks cause tremendous damage and destruction to plants, wildlife, and water. What started out as a camp made up of a few tribal members near the Cannonball River in Fort Yates, North Dakota, would eventually grow into a movement that would bring together more than 500 indigenous nations from all over the world to stand for clean water. Seeing reports of the protests had a profound effect on me. I am a citizen of the Turtle Mountain Band of Ojibwe, a tribe located in North Dakota. While other members of my tribe traveled to Standing Rock to lend their support, traveling to North Dakota from my home in Maryland wasn't possible for me at the time, but I knew what was. Using my voice to tell a story to honor the Standing Rock water protectors and share this historical movement with the world. Sadly, despite the fierce protests, construction of the Dakota Access Pipeline moved forward, with no assurances to the Standing Rock Sioux tribe that the pipeline wouldn't leak and that their water resources would be safe from contamination. Unfortunately, there were leaks in the Dakota Access Pipeline before construction was even complete. Like the Standing Rock Sioux, many tribes and their allies continue to fight the pipelines on a daily basis. This is not just a Native American issue. This is a humanitarian issue. It is time that we all become stewards of our planet so we can protect it for our children and our children's children. Water affects and connects us all. You must fight to protect it. We must fight to protect it. I have hope that the next generation, you, will continue to see the importance of preserving our precious planet by pledging to be a water protector with me. And then we can take the water protector pledge right here. It says Earth Steward and Water Protector Pledge. I will do my best to honor Mother Earth and all its living beings, including the water and land. I will always remember to treat the earth as I would like to be treated. I will treat the winged ones, the crawling ones, the four-legged, the two-legged, the plants, trees, rivers, lakes, the earth, with kindness and respect. I plan to make this world a better place by being a steward of the earth and a protector of the water. I can sign and put the date there. And you can sign a pledge like this too if you're interested in being a protector of the planet.
So that was our story for today. I will make sure to put a link down below for some resources and activities that you can do that are related to water. You can learn more about the water cycle and how water moves around the earth. And then there's a bunch of links in there for ways that you can be a water protector and learn how you can reduce your water use or protect water in your area, and some other really fun activities and challenges. So check that out in the link below. I'll be sharing that resource with a bunch of other water themed stories that we have coming up. So I hope to see you again soon at another story time. Bye-bye.